Hi, I'm That's Willie Teare, and I'm here to do a review of Nobody. It's a movie that I had the pleasure of seeing last night in a theater, in a real movie theater. It's called Cinemark. It's a real place that I got to go to and had a good time. So I went with a few people. Nobody is directed by this guy. But he's also director of Hardcore Henry, just to set that up. So if you liked Hardcore Henry, you'll know the vibe for Nobody. It's that vibe for sure. But Nobody's a new action movie that is just a new release of this weekend, starring Bob Odenkirk as Hutch Mansell. And he is a middle-aged dad, just suburban, normal dad, who unfortunately has a home invasion. And when he doesn't act and doesn't fight back, much to the dismay of his co-workers, neighbors, and family, he decides to go on this brutal path that will uncover dark secrets he fought to leave behind. But Nobody was a good time. The choreography was really well done. There's going to be a very easy comparison to John Wick here, which is not entirely unfounded because a lot of the production team has worked on John Wick. David Leitch, who was the producer of all three John Wick movies. So if you're a big fan of John Wick, I do suggest this. There's a little bit less action than John Wick. They have the same storytelling as John Wick, where they really drop you into it and you have to pick stuff along the way. So for an example, in John Wick, we learned about the Continental, which is like a hotel for hitmen. We are dropped into that. All the characters know about it. John already knows about it previously. This has a long history with John, and the only people that are left out of the know here is the audience. It's the same thing here, and I genuinely love that storytelling where we're dropped into a completely new world and we have to pick it up along the way. And the main character doesn't have to learn anything. We just kind of watch them follow this journey that they're very, very familiar with, and we get caught up into it. But I think that does lead me to the biggest issue with the movie, is that just because of that, unlike John Wick, both Nobody, it's more of just a 58-year-old man who just has a lot of rage inside him that he wants to get out, which, relatable, I guess. But, I mean, it's nothing to get emotionally attached to. It's an excuse to see action, but it's nothing getting emotionally attached to, and that was my biggest problem with the movie. Still an entertaining ride for an action fan, but all in all, I think that gets 3.5 stars from me, and I'll give it a little heart on Letterboxd because I did like it, but I think it really needs to up its game in other storytelling departments. But the action is still fun. If you're not an action fan, I can't really suggest this, but if you are, it's worth watching, I think. If you are bored and you just want something to do, go ahead and watch that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm That's Willie Teare. Thanks for watching.